where good grades often seem like everything, where report cards try to measure your value, and where chasing A's can eat up so much time, there is a big question. Do grades really set your path to a bright future? In the pursuit of success, we've come to rely heavily on grades as a measure of achievement. But is this system truly a blueprint for a prosperous future? Or does it have limitations?
From your perspective as a psychology teacher, how prevalent is the issue of student stress?
Okay, so as a psychology teacher, stress is a huge issue in students and their success. It gets worse through high school, and then in year 11 and 12, the structure of lessons, the expectations are a lot higher, and that causes an increase in stress. So it is highly prevalent.
Sometimes I feel so overwhelmed, it's like a race against time. But I just come to believe that a bit of stress is what you need for success.
80% of students, I think, in year 11 and 12 have high levels of stress, unfortunately.
The race to ace exams consumes countless hours as students pore over textbooks, stress over notes, striving for academic perfection.
The pressure students feel to have high grades, again, goes either way. Either students get that pressure from usually at home, and then they're highly motivated. They need to and they want to do well, usually also to support their family or provide for them. And then sometimes the pressure causes students to completely lose all motivation and they can't cope with it. So it goes to both extremes.
As the pressure of grades weighs heavily on some students, others have chosen a different path.
Well, I figured life is about, way more than just what you scribble on a piece of paper. I'm really less stressed than most of my other friends who are really stressed about tests that aren't really going to, affect them in later life.
Do you think grades are important for everyday life?
No, I don't. I think as you start off in life, that you think they're going to be important, but as you get older, it doesn't seem to really faze you. So I find that the people that were, let's say, sitting in the back of the class, or the naughty kids, have excelled and have business of their own now and are fulfilling the lives that they want. I have my business that I work for. I'm basically self-employed. I have my own house, so I do feel like I'm successful.
Did you actually get good grades at school?
Not really, and it's not something that I've really worried about getting. And I obviously went on to do college to try and do plumbing. Couldn't do plumbing, ended up doing an electrician's course, and now I'm doing sales, which is completely different from what I was started to do in the first place.
Your co-workers at your job, have you ever asked them of their grades, and do they really matter later on in life?
That's great. I've never asked them, and it's not something that would come up in conversation. We wouldn't say, oh, what grades did you get when you were at school? It's sort of like what life experiences you've had and what other things have you done with your life to get you to where you are today. And it's those experiences that make you the person you are in your job, as opposed to the grades that you got.
In business, where innovation and adaptivity are important, individuals who've learned through experience often find themselves thriving, regardless of the grades.
I guess those experiences just come from later in life, from the interactions that you have with other people, because you get to learn how to talk to people, how to make conversations, how to extract information from people, but in a way that is useful. So that becomes with experience, I guess, not something that they can necessarily teach in school.
Adaptivity, problem solving, and communications. These are the currencies of success. Beyond the confines of textbooks, there is a realm where creativity thrives. These students have found their niches and are excelling, showcasing talents that might not fit within the traditional grading system.
Hi, my name is Shelley Dice. I am the drama teacher at Arranmore Catholic College. I've taught at Arranmore for 5 years, mostly teaching drama, but also teaching humanities.
In your experience, have you ever witnessed students who struggle academically but later achieve remarkable success in real life?
I think I witness every day students that struggle academically, but would definitely go on to achieve success. I have a family member who's really close to me, and all through school, primary and secondary, he struggled. And it wasn't his ability to try, it was just his ability to succeed at those kind of tasks or those kind of assessments. But he's now left high school, and he's gone on to be one of the most successful people. He's the kind of person that has amazing social skills. So his ability to interact and engage with another human being is really incredible. To the extent where he's actually never had to go on for a job interview because he meets people and he's so relationable, and they just get a really genuine, honest feeling from him that he always gets jobs offered to him.
My name is Valeriya. I'm a dermal therapist. I do advanced skin treatments for my clients. Working on my own, I have about 700 clients database. Yeah. I really love what I do. People can feel your passion. You're not just there to do time for money. You put your heart into your job and they feel it. So when I went to year 1, I didn't understand what grades actually meant. So in Ukraine, the grades are from 1 being the worst and 5 is the best. So actually, when our teacher gave me 1, for me it was just a number. All the other kids are crying, and I thought, this is just a number. I don't understand why they're crying. Should I be crying as well? Now I'm the owner of my own business. No one ever asked me, did I do well in school? How are my grades? Because I felt like it's irrelevant. I don't know math really well. Well, very often I joke and I say I just know how to count till 5. 1 million, 2 million, to 3 million, 4 million, 5 million.
Do the drama performances enroll drama class? What does it teach and how valuable is it to after-school life and everyday life?
I genuinely believe that drama is the most important subject. There's quite a number of things that drama teaches students. One thing that it teaches students is communication skills. So the ability to form sentences, actually communicate with someone, whether it be in an interview setting or a presentation setting. It also teaches them or brings their attention to the fact that communicating with someone is a lot more than your words and what you say. It's about your facial expressions and your body language and your movement. So I think that drama can explicitly teach students some skills that they could apply in those situations.
Beyond acting in drama, they learn the art of collaboration, the value of effective communication, and the confidence to present themselves to the world. The skills learned in drama class have proven valuable for Valeriya as she navigates meetings and clients.
For me, it was easier because I did drama. I was never afraid in university to do presentations and public speaking, but I could see how everyone struggled. So public speaking is a really important tool in life. I feel like what's important for a business owner is risk-taking.
I think that in the drama classroom, students are always taking risks. Just something as simple as getting up and performing in front of their peers. That's one of the riskiest things that you can do.
If you want to be great at business, I would suggest doing some creative stuff, being creative, doing arts, doing drama, because they're the things that are expanding your mind. You're becoming more creative. That means you can then implement your creativity into developing a new cool business in the future. So you're becoming a more creative person. So you can develop something really cool that nobody else has. Yeah.
You know, some of the world's most famous people have defied the odds, achieving greatness despite facing academic challenges. You've probably heard about Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, who dropped out of college to become one of the richest people in the world. Richard Branson, a billionaire known for the Virgin brand. He faced school struggles due to learning difficulties. Yet, he persevered, dropping out at 16 and starting a student magazine. His journey led to Virgin Records and a colossal empire of over 400 companies worldwide. Robbie Williams, once part of Take That, faced a different hurdle. Despite impressive school predictions, he faced failures. Robbie embraced his music passion and succeeded as a solo artist and as a group member. Then there is Steven Spielberg, the visionary director behind iconic films like E.T. and Jurassic Park. He was a young filmmaker at heart, yet 3 times he was rejected by a film school. But that did not stop him, did it? Hollywood legend Tom Cruise faced his own challenge with dyslexia. School wasn't easy, but he worked tirelessly, eventually finding success in acting. Beyond the classroom, there is a world of endless potential. Coming back to the big question, do grades really set your path to a bright future?
Absolutely not. There are so many examples of extremely successful people that had the worst grades. But sometimes kids with worse grades are the most entrepreneurial.
No, I don't. I think as you start off in life that you think they're going to be important, but as you get older, it doesn't seem to really faze you.
I absolutely agree that the grade doesn't provide an indication for your success in life. The A graders are obviously very good at school. They're obviously good when they've been given an assessment and they've been given a marking key and they know how to tell a teacher exactly what they want to hear. That doesn't necessarily translate into the outside world. And the same with the E grade or the D grade students. They might not be very good in terms of recalling information or presenting information how we like to see it in high school, but that doesn't mean that they don't have those other skills like the social skills,
Confidence, stepping out of your comfort zone, creativity, public speaking, ability to communicate well. Yeah, that's what's important in life.
These stories that I've collected reveal a basic truth. Success happens when people dare to go beyond the ordinary. They nurture their passions and use their abilities. Whether your grade is an A or a C, your destiny is what you shape it to be.